Hi, Gemini. The football transfer window's open. How are my team's stats looking?
Well, your team definitely has a lot of star power.
Do you think we can have a good season?
It's going to come down to consistency and a little bit of luck on your side.
I'll let you know if we win.
I'll be keeping an eye on the scores.
Yeah, me too.
Now we're talking. Transfer to Google Pixel 9 with Gemini Live today. Sequences shortened. Gemini Live available for ages 18+. Internet required. Results are illustrative. Check responses for accuracy. Feature and account compatibility limitations apply.
Yo, UK! At BetMGM, we give our players sports betting entertainment like nobody's business. Football, horse racing, darts, boxing, tennis, golf, NFL, NBA. You name it, we got it. Offers? You know it. Bet £10 and get £40 in free bets. BetMGM, it's showtime.
New customers only. Exclusions apply. 18+. Please gamble responsibly.
Right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Bradford vs Morecambe preview, and we are live. So, in today's podcast, we'll be talking about the Walsall game, the Morecambe game, the weather forecast for the Morecambe game, latest news, also, if you want to chat about, shout about, vent about anything, and last but not least, what's on your plate. And today, we're like a Bradford City recovery today. Everyone's come back. We've got Georgia, Callie, and Mr. Lee.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right. So, starting off with Callie, what was your thoughts on the Walsall game?
Do you know what? I was driving home from the Walsall game, absolutely on the best high I've had in months. That's how good it was. It was just that, I don't think I can even put it into words. Obviously, I've not been well, and it was first home game that I've been to in a while, and oh my God. It just had everything. Had absolutely everything in it, didn't it?
Yeah. And Lee, what about yourself? Lee? Are you there, Lee? Oh, right, he's disappeared from it. I'll just have to send him another request. Here we go. Same stuff. Everything going Pete Tong straight off the bat. Welcome back, everybody. Right, Lee, I've sent you another request. Hopefully that goes through. But my thoughts on the Walsall game, we played very well. The team should hopefully stick with the same team what won the game. And we just bossed it, really. Everyone played well. Sav's goal, screamer, I thought. And Callie's favourite person, Pattison, banging 2 goals in. So it was a very good game. And I'll try you again, Lee. Right, I've sent you it twice, Lee. So hopefully you should get through. And if it doesn't get through, leave and then come back. There he is! DJ
there.
Lee's equipment's breaking on him. So, Lee, what were your thoughts on the Walsall game?
It suddenly turned me into a listener for some unknown reason. I couldn't hear anything.
Johnny, sorry, can I just interrupt? Can you hear Georgia?
I'm sorry, yeah,
Are you there?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, and Johnny, I need to point something out. You spelt Morecambe wrong.
Yeah, I'll change it.
Sorry, Lee, carry on.
That's okay. Morecambe. To pronounce it right. Yeah, Walsall game, absolutely spectacularly good. Turned an absolutely massive corner for that game. That is Bradford City, the real team, and they stood up, more than counted.
Okay. Anyone else want to talk about the Walsall game? Okay. Take that silence as a no. Right. Typically on a Monday night, there's no team news out or anything, so we're scraping the barrel on this. So Bradford City versus Morecambe, and it is live on Sky Sports Plus, and it's live from the University of Bradford Stadium, and the kickoff is 7:45. The referee is called Ben Toner. Nothing to be confused with people with the same name. So in League One, he's had 10 appearances, 51 yellow cards, 2 second yellows equaling a red, and then it's got 2 reds, no penalties. In the Championship, he's had 8 appearances, 40 yellow cards, no second yellows, 1 red card, 2 penalties. In League 2, he's had 3 appearances, 22 yellow cards, no second yellows, 1 red, 1 penalty. In the EFL Cup, he's had 2 appearances, 3 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. FA Cup, 1 appearance, no second yellows, no reds, and no penalties. Altogether, he's had 24 appearances, dished out 116 yellow cards, 2 yellows, 2 reds, and 3 penalties. And just digging a bit deep into the stuff. So a bit of insight. Bradford have scored 12 goals in their last 5 matches, ranked 2 at home this season, and haven't lost in 7 matches. Morecambe have scored 2 goals in their last 5 matches, haven't scored in their last 3 matches, and Morecambe have lost to Bradford City in their last 5 meetings, winning 3 and drawing 2. And just to fill a little bit of time.
I think I'm back. Am I back?
Yeah, I can hear you, Lee. Salford, Morecambe lost against Salford, 1-0. Won against Tranmere. Got battered against Chelsea in the FA Cup. You can't, everyone cannot always win at Old Stamford Bridge. Lost against Morecambe, lost against Crewe, and lost against Colchester, where Bradford's drawn against Barrow, won against Grimsby, won against Villa 3-1 in the under-21s Mickey Mouse Trophy, and beaten our arch rivals Carlisle, and obviously had the fantastic win against Walsall. And typically this is where I'd go over to the Simon Parker article on the TNA, but you haven't got around to doing it yet. There's nothing there. So, starting off with Bubbles, what's your thoughts on the Morecambe game?
If we can keep playing like we're playing, I think we're gonna beat them, which then will put a miserable look on their manager, won't it? So, all I'm gonna say is we're in good form, we can do it, and hopefully the result's good.
And what about yourself, Callie?
I know I'm probably going to put a downer on this, but I think I'm worried about tomorrow night because we've been on such a high and we've had so many so good results. I just think Morecambe are going to come straight at us. They're going to think it's a cup final game. They're obviously fighting down the bottom of the league. And I'm quite worried about it, if I'm honest. And at this moment in time, I do really want to push for a win, but I think I'll be happy with a draw. And I know that sounds really bad, but we don't. Trouble is, we don't do well with bottom at league teams. I know we beat Carlisle, but Morecambe are like a bit of a nemesis, aren't they, for us? Especially with Derek Adams as well. And he'll be goading the fans, and we'll be singing "You football is shit, Derek Adams" again, and they'll probably put 2 goals past us or something stupid. But yeah, I'm driving up for games, so I don't want to come up and have a lose or a draw. But at the same time, it's a worry for me for Morecambe.
Yeah, it's just like your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend turning up, innit?
Yeah, exactly that. It's just Derek Adams. I hate the man. He's such an arrogant prick. I really can't stand the man. And they just seem to get one over us every time we play him, don't they? 9 times out of 10.
Lee, are you back?
I hope so.
Yep, I can hear you.
Hear me?
I can hear you. So what's your thoughts? Typical. Everybody comes back and we've just got technical issues galore. Welcome back, everybody.
Did you hear me when I was talking before?
Yes.
Oh, good.
So what's your thoughts on the Morecambe game, Lee?
Morecambe. We owe them big time, don't we? There's no doubt about it. We owe them.
I think Lee has gone again. Lee, we're having technical difficulties with you, mate, today. Big time, if you can hear me. So Morecambe game, I really hope we beat them. It's like your ex-partner turning up, seeing with your new girlfriend who's lovely and delicious, and then your old girlfriend rocks up. Derek Adams is one of these people who can come over and break City hearts tomorrow. Like we did well against Walsall, and I really hope we do not lose against Morecambe. I hope we stick with the same team, and I hope there's a lot of improvement, and I just really hope we get the win. So, just to waste a little bit of time until we get Lee back, I'd get your score predictions in TikTok and other social sites where you're watching us. So hopefully, by the magic of me pushing a button, Lee should be here. Okay. That's a no. Oh, he's gone again. Right, so Georgia and Callie, have you got any more thoughts on the Morecambe game?
Yeah. Haven't Morecambe got a player, one of their main players, suspended, and they're appealing a red card for him? What do we know out about that yet?
So, Callie, this player who got sent off,
Yeah.
Liangel, does it ring any bells?
Who?
Liangel?
Oh, is it him? Is it actually Lee? I knew of a player, but I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, Liangel, he got red carded the other day.
So we can.
And apparently they are fighting it. So we should have Mr. Stan back.
Good evening, everybody.
Welcome back, Stan. I have missed that voice of yours.
Thank you. It's very hard to believe because I hate the sound of my voice, but thank you very much, sir.
So what was, we'll just reverse back a bit while Lee sorts his stuff out. What were your thoughts on the Walsall game, before I get your thoughts on the Morecambe game?
Yeah, I thought we played very well. They started off, obviously, kind of full of confidence, but then after the first 6-7 minutes, I thought then we dominated and we made them look very ordinary. And I think if you're gonna beat somebody's unbeaten run, or stop it, do it in style. I thought we were dominant throughout, and the midfield were very good. And it's good to see goals being shared as well. So, yeah, I mean, I can't say more than that. He's got it right, and we're in a rich vein of form, and obviously, long may that continue. As far as Morecambe's concerned, I think from everybody's point of view, I think we should just treat it as another game. Just forget about Derek. Just kind of like get that next win under his belts, and yeah, because are they are struggling out there in the league. I think they're down there, so probably for a reason. So if we can capitalise on that, I think it will show that it'll sort of show some intent, won't it, for the rest of the season.
And hopefully, it's third time lucky. Lee, can you hear me? Oh, he's gone off again.
Johnny.
Oh, Lee. Right.
Johnny,
Hi, my name is Gareth Finney. I've been a Morecambe fan for over 20 years. I work in a local high school, and I'm head of Year 7, and I always get a lot of my students at school to become Shrimps fans. So, yeah, we're having tough times at the moment. I've been watching Morecambe since the conference days in 2005. We've had 18 fantastic years in the Football League, even reaching League One for a couple of seasons. But this year's been a struggle from the start. You name it, points deductions, players not getting paid, ownership issues. We were promised money in January for some new signings. Unfortunately, that's not happened, so we're going to have to pretty much go with what we've got. We've played well at times in this season. We've had a great cup run. We are defensively very solid. It's not defence that I worry about. We just cannot put the ball in the back of the net. I'm not confident for tomorrow night at all. Bradford are obviously flying at the moment, and good luck to Bradford. I'm sure they're going to be at least in the playoffs. But in terms of Morecambe and our expectations, if we can finish third bottom, that would be unbelievable. Let's look back to the days at the start of the season when Derek signed 15 players on the same day, pretty much. Players hadn't played together. So to even be in contention at the moment, I think has been a fantastic achievement. We're 5-6 points adrift. We lose tomorrow night, we could be 9 points adrift. It's going to take some clawing back. If anybody can get Morecambe to stay in the Football League, then it's Derek. We just need to perhaps win a couple of back-to-back games at some point to give ourselves a chance. We have over the last sort of 20 matches of the season, we've got a lot of teams in and around us who were playing at home. We have to win those games. It's as simple as that. I don't think it's going to be Bradford tomorrow night. That will decide our fate. It's those games at home. We've got a Lancashire derby on Saturday against Fleetwood. We've also got to play Harrogate at home. I think 6 of the bottom sides in the league, we've got to play them at home. So they're the teams that are going to determine our season and where we finish up. We need to stay in touch. If we can get a point tomorrow night at Bradford, that would be fantastic, but I just can't see where the goals are coming from. If you're looking at our threats, you'll remember Lee Angle. I think he used to play for Bradford. He is pending an appeal at the moment. He got a red card on Saturday, which the club have submitted an appeal. We should be finding out later whether that appeal has been successful. If it is successful and it's overturned, then he will play up front tomorrow. He is a decent centre forward at the level, and he will be sort of one of our main threats. You've got Tollett on the right wing, Ben Tollett. He's scored 8 league goals, I think, this season. He is quality on his day. Tends to drift in and out of matches, unfortunately, but when he's on it, he's a really good player. And of course, you've got Gwion Edwards. Gwion Edwards obviously played at a much higher level, played at in the Championship, I think, for Ipswich. He is a great little player, works really hard up and down that wing, and he's got a goal in him. So in terms of offensively, we're looking at Angle, Edwards and Tollett. Defensively, we're pretty solid from the back, really. Rhys Williams from Liverpool, who's on loan, has had a fantastic season. Jamie Stott came up from the National League with Halifax. He was an ever-present at Halifax last season, and he's been an ever-present this season for Morecambe, and he's just adapted to League Two life like a duck to water, as they say. So he's been brilliant. So you'll have the central defensive pairing of Rhys Williams and Jamie Stott, and they are really consistent in their performances. So to sum up, really, I'm not confident, I'm not going to lie. I think we'll do really well to get a point at Bradford, especially the way Bradford are playing. However, every game's a cup final now for Morecambe. We need to win, I'd say, at least 6 or 7 of our final 20 games. And like I've said, tomorrow night won't determine our season. It'll be those home games. I think we've had 5 away wins this season, only 1 win at home, other than in the cup. So those are the games that's going to keep us up in League Two. But hopefully it'll be a great game, and they normally are against Bradford. And obviously we won the cup match, so I'm sure you're after revenge. But good luck for Bradford, just not as good luck as for Morecambe. All right, bye-bye.
While we get Lee back, James has joined the Morecambe fan that's kindly offered to come on tonight and give Morecambe's kind of say on it. James, if you request to be a speaker, it should let you request.
All right, Kelly, I've already got it sorted.
Have you got him sorted?
He's already there.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're all right. Yeah, I'm on.
Right, Lee, welcome aboard, Lee. Thank you for coming on. So this is Lee. He's a Morecambe fan. So
James.
Sorry, James.
Yeah.
So what's your thought on the? Just tell us about your situation really at your club and just other bits and bobs.
Well, really bad ownership problems at the minute. Jason Whittingham, he owns it, but we've ended up with another transfer embargo, so we can't bring any more players in. We really needed a striker, so we're basically stuck with what we've got till the end of the season. We brought 2 free transfers in before the embargo, which was a goalkeeper, Ryan Schofield, and Callum Cook, who I think was at Bradford maybe at one point.
He was, yeah. Do you know what? We enjoyed having Callum. He was a good player for us. I don't know if anybody else will agree with that.
Well, he's looked all right so far for Morecambe.
So with your team then, James, obviously you've got Derek Adams, our former manager. What's like your form been, and basically what's been going wrong with your team?
Well, the performances have been really good. They've put in maximum effort, but I think we're just lacking a goal scorer. The lad that we do have up front, Dackers, he's just not scoring goals. But it's not a lack of effort. I think, we've only got what we've got due to the funds we've got. They're putting in the effort, they're just not getting the results. We've lost 1-0 on Saturday. I never went to Colchester because we never had any travel on for that game. Because they couldn't there was only 5 interested to go, so it's, that was a bit annoying.
You got your hand up, Kelly?
James, is there any news on Lee Angol with the appeal for the red card?
It's just come in now about 10 minutes ago. He didn't get it rescinded, so he's got a 3-match ban. We were relying on him. Yeah, because he is a really good striker. What I've seen of him, because he's not played much because he's been injured, he's been good, and that was his first game back, and then he gets a red card that I don't think was a red card, and now he's out for 3 games.
I don't think he was consistent enough for ours. He seemed to have up and down games, really. Sometimes he'd score 1 or 2, but he didn't do brilliant for us, really, did he?
So, anyone else got anything to talk about the Morecambe game? Lee, are you back? Can you hear me for 9th time?
I can hear you. I could hear everybody before. You just couldn't hear me because it kept making me a listener. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. So, for last time, touch wood.
Hello.
Touching my head because we've got a lot of wood in there. What's your thoughts on the Morecambe game then, Lee? Lee? He's gone again, hasn't he? Yeah, he's gone. Right, so starting off with Georgia. What's your score predictions for tomorrow?
2-0 or 2-1, but Pato to score for defo.
Okay, and James, what's your thoughts or score prediction?
I'm going for a 2-2 draw, like last season.
Miss Callett?
Yeah, as I said before, I'm worried about tomorrow night's game because they're just a nemesis for us. Derek Adams is nemesis all the time. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
And last but not least, I know Stan likes to sit on the fence. Stan?
No, I'm sticking my neck out. I'm going to say 2-1 to us.
Okay. I hope we batter them 4-0, but see what happens. So we've had a few score predictions come in. We've had Steve Monday on Facebook, great name. I'll go 2-0 Morecambe, 2-0 Bradford. Can't take City is Morecambe, can't take it granted. We're gonna win. Uncle Derek will be up there for this one and get over. And then obviously he said, well said, Callie, for your comment you did earlier. We've had Cliff, who says 2-0 City. Hopefully Shane 3-0 tomorrow night. And then he's put, it was a good the Walsall game, it was a good game. Hopefully it will carry on. That was the Walsall game. I'll come to that in a minute. Cliff again, Alexander has now turned the team around, and I think we'll get promoted this season. I'm dreading this, Cliff, because if people who just regular joined or new to this podcast, if Bradford City do go up this season, I'm dyeing my hair claret and amber. And if you are watching currently on YouTube and other social sites, I look like right tramp of my long hair. We are doing it for 56. The link is somewhere on Twitter. I'll put it out later on. Where are we? So yeah, Shane thinks 3-0. Jay, this is typical City game. We will lose tomorrow with form we are on. I'll go 2-0 just because of the run. We've lost 1 game in last 10. Yes, I'm going Rotherham game. Ask Jay. So we've had Robbie. Ask James how Songo. He's been performing captain. Does his job? And thoughts on Derek Adams, please. And then he's also going to go 4-1 Bradford due to Angel being out, and Songo will get 1 against us. So James, multiple questions from Robbie. So first one, ask James, how's Songo?
Yeah, he's been playing really well. He's probably one of our best players. He's been playing like a more attacking role. I mean, he's still CDM, but he gets up there for headers and stuff, and he scored a goal against Tranmere with his head, which probably the first time I'd seen that. And yeah, he's looking good as captain.
So, and is he doing his job?
Hello, anybody there?
We can hear you, Lee.
Hello.
Oh yeah, he's definitely doing his job. Yeah, he's doing a really good job.
And last but not least, thoughts on Derek Adams. I can hear you, Lee. You just can't hear us.
Derek, yeah, I absolutely love him, to be honest. He got us promoted in 2021 against all odds, and he's just, yeah, I just like everything. I like his character and everything. He's just perfect for the club, really. I know he was at yours, and a lot of people fell out with him, but he's been brilliant for us. So.
Yeah. And the £1 million question, James, I've got your name right for first time ever, but is Morecambe staying up or going down?
Oh God. I think we'll stay up, just probably by like 1 or 2 points, maybe. It's really difficult. I mean, a lot of people on the fans' pages and things, they think that we're after Colchester on Saturday, that we're already down, but still quite a way to go. So,
if you do stay up, who do you reckon is going to go down? If it's not you.
Well, I think Newport might. I think they're coming in, they're starting to struggle. Newport and probably Carlisle. Even though Carlisle have spent big, I think this probably still will go down.
Like I've said in podcasts before though, James, you could throw much crap at the wall as you want.
Yeah.
Some of it will probably stick, but I know the 1-2 against Fleetwood the other day.
Yeah, big win.
Points, but it's going to be tough there in it bottom. Right. Lee, one final attempt. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you?
Oh, it's gone again. Lee, if you can hear me, mate, I'm going to give it up. It keeps going. I don't know if it's my side, your side, Twitter's side, or what side. Right, so just moving on to the weather forecast for tomorrow. Let's get that over and done with. So the weather forecast for Bradford tomorrow is it's going to be cloudy and rain, and it's going to hit the dizzy heights of 7 degrees. The sun will rise at 8 o'clock and will set at 4:41 tomorrow. That's your weather forecast for tomorrow. Right, latest Bradford City news, and I'm just going to go straight for it today. Obviously, there was a comment on social media, on Facebook, and obviously the club and Bradford and Walsall are now aware of it. And it's basically to do, I'll just give a pre-warning. What I'm going to say may offend, I don't mean any. I can hear you, Lee.
You can hear me?
I can hear you, but it keeps messing up.
I don't know why. There's no wrong here.
Right, I'll come back to you in a minute, Lee.
No, it is.
So the next part I may say may offend, I don't mean any offended to it. So if you are offended by stuff, just turn off or come back in a minute. Right, so give you a minute. So basically it was about Bradford City Fire, and this person came out, put it all over Facebook, and it has had quite a lot of attraction on Facebook, and it is offended 100% of the fan base. I know the police and Bradford City, Walsall are all investigating this. Obviously, he's been named on Facebook. I'm not going to name that person because it could basically cause an issue with proceedings if the person gets police and gets sent down. So with this is just be careful what you put on Facebook. Think before you post. And don't bring up tragedy stuff on Facebook, because obviously you will get a rise out of people and it will offend people. So the person who did it, you've done it. you'll probably do the time, you do the crime, you'll probably get a 3-year or a lifetime ban for it. My message is to everybody, think before you blooming tweet, Facebook, TikTok and everything, because it will offend. And that's that. Right. So, last but not least, Lee, for the trillionth time, can you hear me? No. Right. So, starting off with Georgia, do you want to shout about, vent about anything?
All I'm going to say is, because I wanted to say earlier, is midfield Sass and Pato together, they are amazing right now. So I think putting them on again tomorrow, we could genuinely get the goals in.
James, have you got anything you want to shout about, vent about anything?
I can't think right now.
Can I ask James a question, with him being the only Morecambe fan in? Who's the kind of players that you're not looking forward to, who are you kind of threatened by from your kind of perspective about tomorrow's game? Is there any particular players you think, I'd rather him not be playing?
Well, it's the goal scorers against Walsall, was it? Is it Patterson?
Yeah, Patterson. Just be careful what you say about him, though, because he's mine and George's favourite player. We've got, celebrity crush on him.
I don't actually know that much about him, really. But, I mean, if he could score 2 against Walsall, it must be half decent. Because they're a really good side. And probably, I like the right back as well, Halliday.
Yeah, he's a winner. He got player at year last year, but he didn't start off the season very well this season.
Right, I don't know, but he
kind of lost his form a little bit. He lost his place for a while as well, but he's back in the squad now.
Oh, bloody hell. Well, our right back's Luke Hendry that was at Bradford.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's good. We played Chelsea away in the FA Cup and he looked really good on the right. Yeah.
Nice one. So
we've got Jordan Slew, haven't we? I don't know if I think he was at Bradford at one point.
Who was that?
Jordan Slew.
I don't know that name, but others might.
No, it might not have been Bradford, no. Him and Songo were together at Plymouth.
So, Cal, have you got anything to chat about, vent about anything?
I think you've said what needed to be said about the mocking of the tragedy. It just don't do it. I don't get. I mean, in fairness, a lot of the Walsall fans actually outed him and didn't defend him whatsoever. He was basically on his own, which was good to see. Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow night. I just don't like Derek Adams. I'm really worried that he's going to get one over us again. But are you coming up to the game, James? Are you at the game?
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, we're setting off at 4:30, so should have enough time.
Brilliant.
Watch out for that tea time traffic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the car tomorrow with a mate of mine.
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
I'm not on the coach tomorrow, so...
Anyone at all? Oh, this is ridiculous.
Oh, bless Lee. We can hear you.
Lee.
You just keep dropping off.
You keep dropping off, mate. It's
every time you start speaking, it just takes him to be a listener for some reason.
Can I add something? I've also seen on Facebook after the comments, a group of Walsall fans have actually donated to the Burns unit.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's, I know I'm going to mention something after, but so with that, obviously you do get some dickhead fans, but also the Morecambe fans who I've seen on Facebook as well even dropped a Bradford City fan off from the ground, or from the pub to the ground, so respect to that. But also respect for donating the £150 to the Burns unit and trying to right a wrong. So sometimes I know fans do get a bit of jip, but just thank you, really, some of the Walsall fans for doing that and giving £150 to the Burns unit. Stan the man, you want to chat about, vent about anything?
Nothing, I'll just say, like you said, there's always going to be one cretin, so just cretin's going to cretin, really. I think the club's overall is in a good place, isn't it? Like the mood around the place is. I don't think it's just the winning that's kind of that's making that. But I think basically certain people just keeping quiet and just letting, i.e. in the club, well, Sparks and people like that, just kind of letting him get on with it. And, he's stamping his mark on I've been very critical of him, and I'm very underwhelmed by him, but I want him to succeed. So, come on, Alexander, sort of keep it up. I'm pleased with that. So yeah, all good.
So, Lee, I know you.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Lee.
Can anybody else?
Yes, I can hear you, Lee. Yes.
And it's clear.
Good.
Right,
Hi,
Lee.
thank you, Georgie.
I know we've had technical difficulties galore today, Lee, so I'm going to give this one more chance.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the Morecambe game?
I just think we owe them, we're going to smash them, and I'm going for 3-0. But I'll accept 2-0, but I just think we owe them. We owe them a proper Bradford City performance. And Derek Adams, he doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Right, because we're running out of time. So last but not least, what's on your plate? So for people who are just joining or returning or don't have a clue what I'm on about, this is where we just normally say basically what you're having for your tea, what's on your plate, what you're having for your food, really. So, Bubbles, what's on your plate?
I'm having seasoned pork in wraps for my tea.
James?
I think I'm having spaghetti carbonara with garlic bread.
Poshness. Callie?
I'm having a special Morrison salad with barbecue pork chops.
Nice. Stan the man?
Well, seeing I'm back on my carnivore diet again after a couple of years absence, I'm having a couple of burger patties with bacon.
And I think I'm just going to make a bacon butty. I think I need one after this podcast today with technical galores issue. Hopefully we'll get these sorted for next week. Right. So I want to say thank you everybody for coming along. We will return on Friday at normal time of 6 p.m. And we're talking about the AFC Wimbledon game. So wherever you are, just come and have a chat. If you want to come over, same again, TikTok and other social sites. If you like what you're hearing, oh my God, I've gone blank. Bradford City Chickens on the Loose on all social sites and also podcasts. Just find us on podcast services and you'll find us. Got a small Facebook page, Up the Chickens on Facebook, where we do Golden Goal and Super 6 every year. I'm just going to say thank you for Georgia, James, Stan, Lee and Callie for all coming along today. Hope Bradford City do win tomorrow. I'm off to do a lot of editing. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. And up the chickens. Good night.
Brought us glory days. So let's all rally round and really make a sound that echoes across the valley from our city's football ground. Bradford are in the Premier League.
Hi, Gemini. The football transfer window's open. How are my team's stats looking?
Well, your team definitely has a lot of star power.
Do you think we're going to have a good season?
It's going to come down to consistency and a little bit of luck on your side.
I'll let you know if we win.
I'll be keeping an eye on the scores.
Yeah, me too.
Now we're talking. Transfer to Google Pixel 9 with Gemini Live today. Sequences shortened. Gemini Live available for ages 18+. Internet required. Results are illustrative. Check responses for accuracy. Feature and account compatibility limitations apply.
Yo, UK! At BetMGM, we give our players sports betting entertainment like nobody's business. Football, horse racing, darts, boxing, tennis, golf, NFL, NBA. You name it, we got it. Offers? You know it. Bet £10 and get £40 in free bets. BetMGM, it's showtime.
New customers only. Exclusions apply. 18 plus. Please gamble responsibly.